We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for Twin Flames, for the Twin Flame Collective, just to see what is going on for the Divine Feminine, for the Divine Masculine. Today is Fairy Day. Well, happy Midsummer Day. This is a powerful gateway. It's one of 3 spirit gateways that we do. The first one is May Eve and Halloween and today. So today is a powerful gateway into the other worlds. The veil is thin. We should be connecting with all of the energy still coming through from the solstice, but this is a gateway into the fairy realms. The fairy worlds or the other worlds just simply vibrate on a different frequency. So today is a good day where you can get messages through or connect with the fairies. It's a really good time to see the fairies, right? Okay, so it's a very beautiful day. There's a lot of magic in the air. It's one of the most magical days of the year, too. Well, they say it is the most magical day of the year, but it's one of the most magical days of the year, too. It's a powerful gateway for Twin Flames, too. It's a great time to be tapping into these energies, whether just working with these energies, getting spiritual messages back and forth, like downloads, insights, more clarity, tapping into the energies for healing and manifestation. But let's just go ahead and do a reading very quickly for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, to see what is going on. Today is a positive day, being encouraged to heal your twin flame union no matter what your situation. Twin flame is a different type of connection. It can be hard to navigate. If you need help with that, make sure you're getting a one-on-one reading. This is just a general reading that we're going to do for you guys. So take what resonates for you. This is just a collective reading. I encourage you to do one-on-one phone calls with me. You can do those calls as often as you need them too. We'll help you a ton with navigating your situation no matter what's kind of going on for you. So if you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I do tons of healing sessions, clearings, activations, teach classes, and of course I do twin flame coaching on my website. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on there. Okay, so we're going to start with a reading for the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, what is going on for the Divine Feminine Collective? Divine Masculine, if you're watching, messages from your feminine. My spirit is always with you. Can you feel me? Do you still love me too? This is Divine Feminine wondering if they love you. Some of them, they might have pushed you away, acted like they didn't want to be with you, acted like they didn't love you, but you have this, Divine Feminine has this deep love for the masculine. This love transcends time and space. Many of you guys have a knowing since you met this person that they will come in and change your life. And you probably know you can only be with this person, or you're only interested in being with this person. You're not interested in being with karmics ever again once you awaken to this process or this twin flame process and what it has activated in you. You know that separation is a testing phase to see if you guys are ready for union. I know the universe will put you through certain tests and things like that. It's also an important part of the healing work that needs to be done. So there are spaces in your timelines where you're going to be in union with your twin flame, and there may be spaces where you're being guided to really go deep within yourself in those separations to heal things. And you're going to notice it feels terrible when you first go into the separations. It puts you in a huge purge and spin, and you're releasing a lot of energies fast. I feel that's why the twin flames are apart to go through that process. But by the end of these separations, you're going to feel really, really good and look really good if you're doing that healing work, right? You're going to notice that it's been positive for you. Time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. So Divine Masculine may not trust you. They might have had trust issues from the start. They might be have a lot of walls, hard to open up, and things like that. That's okay. So even if you have been apart, when twin flames come back together, you guys just easily pick up within the connection. And this is how we do that in this life too. So when you met your twin flame, usually like very quickly you click, like you fit together, right? And it's like very fast, you go into that love bubble, and this is from past lives. And so when we do that in this life, if you've had to do a separation and you come into these union energies again, you guys just pick up where you left off to in a very positive way because of that soul magnetism too. So you have a lot of feelings for this person, even if time or distance or separation has been in the equation, doesn't matter. I always look for you at airports as if we'll be in the same place of the world. And some of you guys might be in different places, different cities, different states, different countries. Maybe you live far apart. I know, it just kind of depends, right? Maybe you have travel plans with this person. Some of you guys really want to travel or feel a pull to travel, but the world's been kind of encouraging us to stay in a little, right, in the past couple of years. But you might have it in the back of your head that you have a bucket list. You wanted to go places with your twin flame, or, you know, there might have been some type of travel plans if you lived apart too. I know, and that might have caused a separation too, or just kind of depends, played into a variable. The distance between us is killing me. I long to hear your beautiful voice again. Divine Feminine wants to talk to their masculine. I know. And this is like, some of you guys just wish they would call you, would talk to you, would open up with you. Separation is so hard. It literally does kill both of you in different ways, right? That space, that distance. So if there's this separation, for those in separation, this isn't for everyone, but you're feeling it. You're feeling those energies. You're feeling that distance. You think about this person all of the time. I didn't realize I loved you until it was too late. I'm sorry. And so you know that you love this person, but there might have been issues, challenges, setbacks if in separation. This is a lot about this reading, Divine Feminine being in love with their masculine. I fantasize about you. This person is on your mind all of the time. You think about them all of the time, literally. And this is part of that telepathic connection. This is how you know they're thinking about you too, or you wouldn't be having them pop into your mind so much, and vice versa. So there's a strong mental energy here. There's a strong mental connection. This might be someone that, like, just having great conversations with you turns you on, and you have that strong telepathic mind connection. So there's different types of connections, but this like hits it all, right? You have that mind, body, and soul connection with this person. So very strong mental energy, telepathic energy coming through. I want to apologize to you. I need your forgiveness. You may wish this person would just move on, stop holding grudges, and forgive you for whatever is going on too. There might have been apologies. You might have, you know, felt you needed to say sorry for some things. Maybe you're feeling sorry for some things or how things went on your end. Especially if in separation, it's time to reflect on, you know, your own behavior and patterns and things like that. So it's encouraging you to release things not serving you too, Divine Feminine. I want to treat you the way that you deserve. You may know that you didn't treat this person great, or you might have had karmic distortions, projections, how you were seeing things that have gotten in the way, negative thoughts, negative beliefs, fear, doubt, worries that may have seeped into the connection or gotten in the way. And you kind of know that now. I've been manifesting you. Divine Feminine has been manifesting this union. I think it's one of the best things that you can do to help with the process. I always say we're always talking to the universe. I know, right? Just continue talking to the universe about the things you want, desire in your life. For some, this is all you want. You just want union. Like, there's not much else. Some of you guys are getting very spiritual and stepping away from the material, or wanting a simpler life, or just wanting this twin flame union very badly. If you're doing the work, it's happening. Things are moving in the physical. You will see results. Stay positive about this union. This will help with the process, no matter what it looks like for you. So being encouraged to keep manifesting union. Your energy is intoxicating and it's pulling me in. This is part of the problem. Many of you guys are love addicts, the empath, the codependent side, right? And this can get overwhelming for the other person, I know, because it feels very high. You get very high on those twin flame energies. That's that source energy. It is the third energy, and that energy we need to also cultivate. So this person energy get you very high. Like, you could just have a conversation with them and you're feeling so good. And I think this is why the separations are so rough too, because when you're apart, right, you're like feeling that. Like, you could just be around them for an hour and you'd be on cloud 9. The love bubble, it takes you up, it raises your frequency, and it makes you feel so good. This person is pulling you in. You're always thinking about them. Okay, so let's see what's going on to heal on the Divine Feminine side. Cold shoulder. There might be some type of separation, breakup, or distance. Just kind of depends on what's going on. We have this divide between the masculine and feminine energies. Healing this. This is what's coming up on the Divine Feminine side. You might have acted childish or immature with this person. You might have caused arguments or playing the victim. Work on these things. All right, you're still holding on to this union and this connection. I think it's a sign when you can't let go that you're not meant to. You're going through certain cycles. You might be tired right now. We're into getting a lot of upgrades and a lot of solstice energies. This is the time to rest and to heal and to do energy work. I have tons of activations and things on my website. If you need to recharge or just need to heal something, it's a good time to be clearing blocks and working on your energy. Some of you guys might feel tired. This is why we want to just be not sitting in the energies, but harnessing them and working with them. Healing work will help you with that. There might have been a power struggle or an imbalance. You might have been too stubborn, divine feminine. It depends on your astrology sign, right? And there was a push and pull or a power imbalance with this person. Okay, so let's see what's going on with the divine masculine, what they need to heal. Some of them, they might have a double life and be in a relationship. Just kind of depends with that too. Just know that. There might be a no contact. This is blocked, silent treatment, cutting off all communication. There might be a lack of communication, no communication, or silence coming from the masculine side. Sometimes this is so they can be with their thoughts and get it together. And they're also soul searching on the connection. It just kind of depends. Or oftentimes they go avoid it when they're upset with you, right? All right, so there might be like not a lot of movement. They're going and getting guidance. They might be following tarot readings, talking to friends, family. They're really working on their healing and their spiritual connection. They want to reconcile with you. Divine masculine, if there's a separation, wants you back. They want to resolve the issues and get back together. Okay, so divine feminine, you're being guided to work on your abundance. This is something that you may need to heal in this area. Sacral healing, relationship healing, and finances. Some of you guys have been in past relationships that were toxic, not good, or karmic situations before meeting your twin flame, and it has affected your sacral and your finances. Time to really work on healing your sacral, and this could be like, you know, really flowing in matters of work or business, or just getting your money up too. Set your intentions right now. We're still manifesting with all of these energies. Today is a powerful day for manifestation. Put your intentions out there. We talked about manifesting your twin flame and manifesting union. Okay, stay connected to your divine light right now. Your masculine needs it too. It's important that you're working on your energy, especially if coming into union or apart, your masculine needs that high frequency feminine energy. Just know that. There are infinite possibilities. If you've convinced yourself everything is dreary, not going your way, or not coming together, this is not true. We live in an infinite universe. You are destined to come into union. Yes, it's a lot of work and a lot of healing work, but you are meant to shift into union. This is the ultimate twin flame symbol. I will show you my ring. The ultimate twin flame symbol of twin flames too, right? The infinity sign. This is the infinite soul connection that you share. And these are also all the times you're destined to come together at different points in your journey. Make sure that you're raising your frequency and doing things that are good for your frequency. Energy healing, good foods, detoxing, right? Taking care of yourself, rest, self-care. You're going to need it because the twin flame journey is a lot energetically. You go through a lot of upgrades, you go through a lot of purges, releasing energies, clearing energy. It's an intense process. Extra rest and self-care. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands. Okay, so this is masculine in reverse, right? And usually this is like caring about the public and things like that, but this is the opposite. This is like they feel that they've failed at something. Might be this union, might be this connection. They might have lost something. They are taking a hit to their self-esteem and confidence. They don't have a lot of support. They may have been following the crowd or the matrix or listening to advice from people asleep, things like that, right? But, you know, they're realizing they're going within to their own intuition. They want this union, and so do you. This is a very positive. It's one of my favorite twin flame cards, right? Four of Wands. And this is also about that twin flame connection. Once again, we have 1111. Some of you guys are seeing 1111. You're seeing angel numbers, you're seeing signs, and you're seeing synchronicities. And I realize that we have man and woman, and then the universe, which is very in control of this, trying to bring you together. And when you're together in union, you're going to get lessons together and be learning certain things together through things that you're seeing and, you know, being shown by the universe. And it's a beautiful divine spiritual connection too. And this is like coming home energy. Some of you guys are going to move in with your twin flame. You might be living with your twin flame. You might be getting a new house or a new place or even like a new timeline. Expect positive surprises right now and extra love and support as you're moving through this process. So this is a very positive message. Page of Cups, you're going to be getting a message from this person. This could be a text message. This could be a phone call, them reaching out, telling you how they feel. This could be an apology. This is like they have a crush on you, right? Energy. They love you. They have a crush on you. They're going to be opening up in some way to you. We have this Five of Cups. This is the energy divine feminine is in. You guys have been in, and I kind of refer to this as my hermit card. This is like some of you guys have been in sadness, focusing on loss of the connection, having so many regrets, heartbreak, emotional baggage, and feeling abandoned. You're being guided to heal those abandonment wounds so that you can come into union with this person. It's very, very important. They may have triggered some of these things, bringing them to the surface, and you might have felt you were left alone by this person. We have that kind of energy of it with spiritual awakening. Know that this is part of the process. If you've had to do a separation and you're not meant to stay stuck in those energies, and I say it feels yucky for both. It's what usually brings you back together into those higher awareness too. So you're getting out of any sadness, heartbreak, or loss energy right now. You might be very in that still. You might be coming out of that energy. It just kind of depends on where you're at in your own individual twin flame process. If you're struggling with this, come to my website. I will help you a ton with this. All right, so we're gonna do some cards for Divine Masculine. I'm just doing some quick reads. I'll be doing fairy activations today. Come find me on my website if you want activated. Anything in my store you can always do. I still have my solstice stuff up for a few more days because we're still in those energies. But let's just go ahead and do a reading for Divine Masculine Collective. What is going on? Messages from Divine Masculine to Feminine. Letting you down was the worst decision I made. They go through their own process of it too. This might have been impulsive when triggered of how they reacted. Most of the time it's not intentional, but twin flames get very triggered and might say things out of anger or react or whatever it is too if they pushed you away. Just kind of depends. Our love was too intense for me to handle. I needed a break away. Any separation for masculine is just a breathing room and space that they need to recalibrate to get into a deeper alignment. I'm resisting my desire for you because it's too late now. We've grown apart and you've moved on. This person might feel that you've moved on. There's too much space, too much separation, too much distance. Just kind of depends, especially for those that have been in separations, is coming up on masculine's mind. My heart keeps coming back to you even though I know you've lost faith in me. So they keep thinking about you. Their heart is, their mind might talk them out of it. Like this is someone that really wants to reach out or talk to you, but their head talks them out of it. Their ego talks them out of it, but their heart wants you bad. I wish I could take back the hurtful things I said. It was wrong to take out my frustration on you. They feel bad about things said on their side. I should have fought for you. They might have realized they should have stood up for this connection or for you. I hate seeing you with them, and this could be the thought of you hanging out with others really bothers this person. They might be thinking about what you're doing. I'm scared you will reject me. They might feel you did reject them too to kick off some of this stuff or felt that way at a deep level. They might have that fear of this. I know that we have a soul connection. They understand the connection. They do. They know this twin flame connection. I can't go another day without you. So this person is, if they are apart from you or coming into union, separation, they're feeling it. All right, so this is what's going on for Divine Masculine. They might be, some are fed up cutting cords, ties, and walking away. This might have already happened. They might have walked away from this connection. They might have tried to move on from this connection. Depends on where you're at. This is what the masculine is healing. They don't want any drama. There may have been too much stuff that came up. They might be having job issues or stressed about their job, missions, careers. They might feel broke, living beyond their means. They see you as a high value woman. They see you as the empress, the goddess. They see you as sexy, abundant, and confident. All right, this is what to heal on the Divine Feminine side. Some of you guys are unsure about what path to take, the choices and decisions you're making right now, especially if without your masculine, because the masculine is supposed to guide you in so many ways. Okay, this is red flags. Pay attention to the red flags. You're meant to heal the lower behaviors, not to just gloss them over, but mostly working on yourself too. So work on healing things with yourself. All right, Divine Feminine is checking out masculine social media. I love it. All right, you guys might be checking up on them on social media, what they're doing and things like that. So we have that energy with Divine Feminine, something to heal. Make sure you're working on your social media more than you're checking theirs. All right, we have a lot of synchronicity for Divine Masculine. Pay attention to the angel numbers. You might be getting signs, messages. This could be thinking about things about this person. I had that big time last night where you're getting messages and downloads in that way, things that remind you of this person in some type of way to you. You're healing from relationships so you can come into more harmony with this twin flame connection. Maybe you had toxic relationships in the past or have struggled with relationships. This is meant to bring you relationship healing and harmony. Working with the angels, working on healing your energy. This will help you a lot. Connect with the angels. Divine light work. Are you stepping into your role as a light worker to help the collective in some way? You came here to help the collective with your beautiful gifts. You're here to share your gifts during this time. We have Six of Pentacles in reverse. Some of you guys might feel like, this is like, usually this is like giving and receiving money, but some of you guys might have a block here when it comes to your money. And this is like, maybe you're holding on to your money too tightly, you're not really flowing with it, and things like that. It just kind of depends. Something needs to be healed financially for the masculine. So we have the Lovers in reverse, and usually this is my beautiful union card, but for some they're navigating separation or slow coming into union because of past blocks. Masculine, you might be blaming the feminine or the universe for your situation and not taking ownership. You are meant to lead this connection into union, masculine. I know getting into those masculine energies, there might be unrequited love. You feel your feminine isn't loving you back, or vice versa. It just kind of depends. Stepping into your masculine energy to lead the feminine. Okay, Temperance. Some of you guys are being tested. We talk about separation as testing. This is why things come out during this time. This is finding balance and peace, having patience, especially within the twin flame connection, a harmonious relationship. This is like balance, this archangel energy. Bringing that angelic energy into this connection will help it a lot. So we have a lot of cards about staying balanced and keeping this twin flame union balanced between your feminine and your masculine. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. This is your divine feminine, and this is like things coming up to the surface. This is always like, okay, and when we have it upright, like this is like being stuck energy, but we have these swords that we can easily cut ourselves free with, right? So this is your divine feminine coming through. They might be holding on to resentment, or you might be holding on to resentment about things that happened. You might be acting emotionally detached or being cold or guarded too. And this is like your divine feminine, they can't see. This is like maybe they're asleep, maybe they're not awakened in a lot of aspects. You masculine might be the more spiritual twin flame, and they're awakening or needing to kind of see things more clear, or might be having something covering their sight, right? Or their eyes in some type of way. They might think that you're being cold and detached. This might be a front that you're putting up to protect yourself or to stay guarded too, with this energy. Divine masculine, opening up your heart to this feminine and stepping into your energy to lead this connection is going to help with so much of balancing yours and the feminine energies, because they can be a lot to balance. Okay, that's about it. I'm going to be doing healings and readings. If you need me, just book me on my website. Have a beautiful day.